Hey guys, I hope you're all very well. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 supplements that I take every day. I thought this was a good one because I often get asked what supplements I take, whether it's good to take supplements or not. I think that you can get most of your supplements from food. I do believe that the best way of getting nutrients in is through your diet, so making sure that you've got lots of vegetables, good healthy fats, good quality proteins, and obviously good quality carbohydrates, and you get a lot of vitamins and minerals through your foods. But I think just because, I don't know, living in England especially, a lot of our food's imported, you know, as much as possible I do try and eat locally with my veggies and things like that, but on the whole a lot of food does get imported, so it loses a lot of its nutrient value. So I like to boost myself with some good quality vitamins. So I'll just go through them and chat you through. First one is vitamin code Women. This is just a multivitamin for women, so it's got like a crazy amount of things. You read through it, and to be honest, if you're going to get anything, I would just get one good quality multivitamin because it kind of has everything in one, you know, from your vitamin A, D, E, K to your B vitamins to all your minerals like magnesium, zinc, everything like that. Especially good for women because it's got things like folic acid in it, and it's pink, so it's pretty. So I just take 2 of these a day. And I just feel instantly so much better. I don't know, it's psychological with these sorts of things. And I try, because I think the hardest thing with supplements is remembering to take them. Am I wrong? Like, you know, you're like, buy them all, you're like, yeah, I'm so great, and then you just kind of forget about them. So put them somewhere really obvious. If you always wake up in the morning and have your cup of tea or your water or your breakfast or something, put them where you're going to see them in the morning. It might even be like by the side of your bed or something like that, but make it really easy for yourself to get them in. Another thing I always take is a fish oil. I think you've probably heard about fish oils, so good for you, full of omega-3s. This one is by Thorne. It's omega-3 and also CoQ10. I don't know why I'm struggling with that today. Anyway, CoQ10, really good for anti-aging. You might have heard of it in terms of like helping prevent wrinkles. And then omega-3s, so important for like inflammation, brain health. Really good thing to get into your diet, so I take about 2 of these a day. Always make sure that you're taking your supplements with some form of food. It helps them absorb better, and especially something like fish oil. I don't know if you've ever taken it on an empty stomach, but sometimes it can come up or make you feel really unwell because it's sort of, you know, it's quite rich, the oil in there. So I would definitely always take this with food. So maybe with your breakfast in the morning, or, you know, if you like to have them in the evening, that's absolutely fine, but I would definitely try and have this with food. And then a probiotic. So I'm really big on gut health. I think it's so important. I really believe that if you have an impaired gut, that a lot of things can come from that. They actually say a lot of our immune system is held in our gut. So if you're someone that frequently gets colds, or even if you have gut problems, you know, so much stuff stems from your gut health. So taking a probiotic, this one is called Prescript Assist, and it has 29 strains of beneficial microflora. So you want to get a probiotic that's really rich. I like to take 2 of these, again with food as well. It's just really helped with like my bloating, my digestion and things like that. It's not something that like instantly changes you. You know, you don't take it one day and you're like, I feel amazing. It kind of takes like, probably a month or longer, really depending on where you're at. So really kind of stick with something like this. Don't like think it's going to be an instant result. It might be for you. I think we're all different, but I do think something like building up your gut bacteria does often take time. So next one is a B complex vitamin. I especially take it because I'm prone to pins and needles. I'm one of those people that like sit somewhere and I get like suddenly like a dead leg or pins and needles, and I think it's just my circulation isn't as good as other people. Like I really do try and work on it, obviously eat well, exercise, everything like that, but I just think that's my body, you know, and B12 especially helps with that. So this is a B complex vitamin that's super good for us. So it's got like all sorts of things, and I really like this brand Pure Synergy because it feels a little bit yogic, the packaging, but also it's really pure, no fillers, And you might notice like a lot of my vitamins and supplements, they're slightly on the more expensive side, and that's not because, you know, I just throw money at supplements. It's because I really believe in really good quality. I think I'd rather you get one good quality rather than lots and lots of kind of not so great ones that have got lots of fillers and things like that. So just look for the purest kind when it goes to vitamins and supplements, where it just contains that vitamin and that's it, and capsule form, so when it's kind of enclosed in a capsule is the best way to take it rather than tablets, just because tablets often use the fillers to hold it together. And then finally, vitamin D. So as you can see from my beautiful pale complexion, I live in England, you might too, and we don't really get to see the sun that much. And vitamin D is super important. It's something that we don't necessarily get a lot of. It's really good for your fertility. It really helps boost your mood as well. And this is in like a droplet form, so you literally, I'll take it for you like this. So my boyfriend and I actually just like squeeze it into each other's mouths like in the morning, because it's kind of you can put it into your water, you don't have to just pop it into your mouth. It doesn't really taste of anything, I promise. It's not one of those like gross tasting things. Slightly creamy maybe, or you can just add it to water or your smoothie or something like that. You only need a few droplets of this, but I think it makes a huge difference, especially during the winter months. I think it's really good to supplement with vitamin D. You don't want to go overboard with this stuff, only a little bit, but these are kind of my 5 top supplements that I'm taking on a daily basis. I think there's a need for each one of them, and you can just take them all in one go. But if you had to only do one, I would say the multivitamin was the best one, because you kind of get the whole thing packed in one. And yes, if you can't get any of them, you can get a lot of your nutrition from your food. Just make sure you've got a really varied diet. I'll put all the links for all of them down below so you can enjoy them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out my website madeleineshaw.com for more tips and tricks to enliven the hottest, happiest and healthiest you, and I'll see you next week. So cooking with one hand proved a little bit more difficult than I thought.